Okay, so welcome back. It's the final night out in the dark baling for 2023. I could pretty much guarantee. A bit later than last year. Not our latest ever finish. Whatever, I suppose around the 10th of October. It's normal. You'd normally be baling in October, so maybe a bit late, look, I suppose maybe a week later, but I think one year we bailed stuff in November even, so you never really know when the season is finished, but I'd be glad to see the back of it too at the same time. Glad to have it done and out of the way. So I'm on the last job here. There's only maybe 40 bales in this one, and that's it for tonight. Looking forward to getting home and getting to bed. A heavy weekend to bed with the wedding the weekend, so and as usual had a bit too much to drink when you go to them things. So yeah, tiredness is getting to be now a small bit, but anyway, we're nearly there and we're not too terribly far from home, so it won't be long before we're parked up, but still it's shoving on for 10 o'clock now, so time to be getting it finished up all the same. So 2 jobs tomorrow, and like I say, I would think that's it, but I did make a mistake. So we done some baling in December there last year. That was actually, I think that's, we'll say, one of the highest views on a monetized video, which is basically a video that I earned some money from. The 2 that I put copyrighted music on, they got over 100. 3 of them actually that I put uncopyrighted music on, they got over 100,000 views, I think. So it's made, I really can't understand the way the YouTube algorithm works, the way it promotes some stuff, it doesn't promote other stuff, because we do get very good feedback on the channel. So you would imagine, like, if one video can get 100,000 views, then maybe we should be on the 50,000 views the whole time even, but it just doesn't promote it enough. But anyway, good luck. There was a time there I even said it to you that I was getting a bit annoyed with it and all that, but you know, so many people contacted me and said, Jesus, no, will you stick with it, that we love the videos, and even our kids love the videos and stuff like that. So let's stick with it for now anyway. Keep it rolling, because all the support is lovely, and you know what, I've got to meet lovely people through YouTube. People who, you know, I'm in contact with very regular. I sold a good few machines through YouTube. You know, I suppose for someone who's watching this, and I'm not saying anything in particular about certain people, but someone who's watching this and is curious about that, no, there is some very decent people who have contacted me throughout the time on YouTube and have, you know, put themselves out even for me and offered to do things for me, which was greatly appreciated. I remember one time we were in Germany, and this guy rang me, and maybe he still watches the videos, I'm not sure, but I'm desperate with names, I can't remember your name, but he offered anyway that if I needed, he lived in Germany for years, and if I needed help, you know, if I was in a tricky situation and I needed someone who was fluent in English and fluent in German and kind of knew an Irish person's perspective and a German person's perspective, he'd translate for me, or he'd facilitate something if I needed him to. Various different things like that have happened. People have contacted me, you know, offering their help. Of course, I've given a lot of people help too, which, you know, I'm a firm believer in you get what you give, so you have to be able to help out when you can. And I'd say there isn't a week that doesn't go by that an awful lot of people contact me asking me advice on something agricultural related or machinery related, and I do help when I can. And there's times I just can't help it. I've too much of my own things to be dealing with, or you know, and you forget then that someone texts you. But as much as I can, I do help out, and if I missed you or forgot about it, I do apologise. And remind me again if you do need any advice. Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert on these tractors or anything like that. I'm far from it. I've just picked it up as I've gone along, and to be honest with you, I know a couple of guys who are brilliant at them as well, and there's very often times I need to ring them for a bit of advice. So to say that I would know it all about them, no, that wouldn't be the case. But there is guys who do, who have years upon years more experience with them than I do. Only at them 4 or 5 years, so that's as much as my experience with them stems. So all about that rent. I'm gonna finish off this field. I'm gonna head home and get some sleep, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have something to show you on. Just before I go, you won't see it here now. If she passes me down in the light, but the 9145 is flying it there on the trailer. She's going all day again today. The 6195, even the model numbers now are starting to confuse me. The 6195 is on the rake because we don't have a pickup hitch. I didn't get the pickup hitch on at the weekend. Got the ram seal sorted, so that's one job. And we'll get there slowly but surely. Okay, so we're back here at the CVT. She had a lift error up on it, basically for this potentiometer. Wasn't reading correctly. Now, some of the time the potentiometer actually isn't at fault, or so I'm told. I haven't been in here very many times, but I did notice its adjustment was adjusted to the last, and you can get the readings off it with a multimeter. So I just took it out and cleaned it because it was full of grease, and checked the pins inside here where it goes into the crash shaft, and you can see the 2 pins are in place. Apparently they can break, so that's that. I'll reassemble there now, calibrate the lift, and see will it get rid of our lift error. So I took off our potentiometer, I cleaned it out, I put it back on. It's done, it's toast, that one. It's all over the place. Its readings are absolutely mad, so we'll have to get a new potentiometer for the lift. Lift still works, it's just you don't have your well, say you couldn't, for example, power harrow or plough with it now or anything, but you can lift your lift up and down. I have a pickup hitch fitted to it there now. It's a pretty good Ramon one. They're getting hard to get now, these, but anyway, that's that job done. Next I must do the pedal struts. That's my next job. And yesterday evening I put 2 new tires in the front of it, so it's turning. We're getting there slowly but surely with it, but yeah, the tires made a job of it, and maybe, like a lot of you suggested, we might put a front link and PTO on it and make a nice job of it. So probably have to go working with it tomorrow, but no harm, get a few jobs done all the same. I used to always give out about changing these. Now with this one I have to put a ball on the end of it because the ball was missing off it. Until I'd done a tractor with loader brackets, and then that was just torture. So this is how I normally compress them, because you need to compress them some bit. You just clip on the top then, and I'll start pushing it. You see, I can use the accelerator pedal to get my variation. I don't have to have it squeezed to a certain distance. So well, I'll try and place the camera up there and you can see it going on. I hope we don't get any copyright issues from YouTube now, because of the radio playing in the background. It'd be fairly stupid if we did. I wonder how that even works, like how they know what song is playing in the background. Like how the system knows that, okay, in this fella's video here now, there's something going on. Obviously it must listen to him, like, it has to. Right, this isn't popping on too easy, no. What's happening is I'm cutting the front ball. I didn't compress it just enough. I tried to put the bottom on. I changed it around. So I took it off there again because it was just clipped on the top and I couldn't clip it on the bottom. You see with that little stud sticking out of the bulkhead. But anyway, I have it there now. It's it actually clipped on perfect. The length of it was absolutely ideal. So if I could get that cable tie out now without cutting it, to be great. But I'm not going to be able to. No, no, I won't be able to. I'll try, but I don't think there's any way that that's going to fit out without cutting it. Right, so when machines come in from Europe, it's normally the valve that unloads them, spreaders, mowers, tethers, all those kind of things. And it's getting a bit more awkward and we're doing a bit more of it than we did at the start. So we need to come up with a solution to it. And there's a nice bit of stuff coming next week. So there's going to be a bit of work in taking it off. So we're making basically a jib for unloading the stuff. So what we're doing is I'm just welding the brackets on here now. This is going to be the base of our jib. It'll be basically a frame with an arm out of it, and you can put your chains onto that. We made up a set of chains as well earlier on today for it. So here's one piece, here's the other piece. Stick them on the loader and we'll do more measuring now once I've this other side of it welded up, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so this is I suppose this is not the finished product, but the half finished product. It's a hell of a lot more taking shape than when you would have seen it last. Just kept going at it. So basically what you would have seen was these guys here, you know, these two uprights, and my bandsaw isn't working. So this is nothing fancy, or this isn't square, or this is nowhere near perfection, or I suppose what we could do, but it's functional, and that's all I needed to do, and it's cheap. So there's a bit more reinforcing to go into it and a bit more welding to go into it and things like that, just to finish it off. But this is where, as far as I got now this evening, and it won't be finished this evening. But so basically what we're going to do is we're going to cut back here a bit, hang a shackle in here, and we've 3 chains off of the one, so I can just drop that over a mower or something and lift the whole lot off. So it should be a successful job. We'll put 2 more braces from here out. That'll be going to about there, and they'll give it extra strength again. Must finish up welding it here. Maybe put a bit of a reinforcement from here out as well, and that will do it. So I think that's probably it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I say, a fast job. That's what the MIG welder is a gift for. You can fly through these things, but if I had the bandsaw, probably would have spent a bit more time in it and put a nicer finish on it here. You know, I would have cut these at 45s and you have no open bit in the top, but hey, it doesn't matter. It's going to be thrown over there in the corner and only used very seldomly. So, you know, at the end of the day, why go to the time, you know, spending so much time in something that's never really going to be used or seen or anything anyway. So yeah, thank you very much. We'll talk to you all later.